Okay, in this video, we're going to discuss the sine rule. First thing that we need to understand is when do we need to apply the sine rule? Sine rule is applied on non-right angle triangles to find their angles and their sides. What do I mean by non-right angle triangles? Non-right angle triangles are those triangles which are not right angles. ओके तो मतलब बात ये है कि मेरे पास अगर इस तरह की कोई ट्रायंगल हो यहाँ पे जहाँ पे 90 डिग्री नहीं बन रहा, those triangles are known as non-right angle triangles. Okay, so there are two formulas that we're going to use. Basically they're the same, but whenever we have to find the side of a triangle, we're going to make use of the formula a upon sine a equals to b upon sine b. And whenever we have to find the angle, the unknown angle, we're going to use sine a upon a equals to sine b upon b. Now what are these a's and b's? This represents the small a represents the side, and this capital A represents the angle opposite to it. For example, let's say कि मैं कहता हूँ कि मेरे पास ये जो है ये 7 है, ठीक है? तो I will take this as small a because this represents the side, and the angle which is opposite to A would be represented by the capital A. Okay? So this would be, let's suppose this angle is 30. So this I would be capital A. So if I have to plug these values into my formula, so I'll write 7 upon sine 30. ठीक है? अब इस वक्त बात हो रही है कि हम लोग किस तरह वैल्यूज प्लग इन करेंगे. हम लोग अभी डिस्कस नहीं किया कि हम लोग क्या चीज निकाल रहे हैं. ठीक है, वो हम लोग आगे जाके डिस्कस करेंगे. सिमिलरली बी अपॉन साइन बी क्या हो जाएगा? बी अपॉन साइन बी भी आपके पास एक साइड और उसके ऑपोजिट जो एंगल है. बस जस्ट रिमेंबर दैट विच एवर साइड यू आर पिकिंग, यू हैव टू पिक द एंगल ऑपोजिट टू इट. ऐसा नहीं कर सकता मैं कि इफ आई पिक दिस साइड आई पिक दिस एंगल. मैं ऐसा नहीं कर सकता. मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? मैं ये साइड पिक कर रहा हूँ, मुझे इसका ऑपोजिट एंगल ही चाहिए होगा. अदर देन दैट आई कैन नॉट वर्क विद साइन रूल. अगर मेरे पास ऑपोजिट एंगल नहीं है, मैं साइन रूल नहीं लगा सकता. ठीक है? ओके. Now let's talk about a few questions जहाँ पे we're going to apply the sine rule to find out the unknown side and the unknown angle. Over here, in this question, I have this side x, which is unknown. ठीक है? So wherever we have an unknown side, we're going to make use of the formula a upon sine a equals to b upon sine b. ये क्यों यूज किया? Because I have an unknown side with me. ठीक है? अच्छा, अब क्या करना है? This a would be the unknown side that I have. So yes, I'll keep that as x. This angle would be the angle opposite the unknown side. ये वाला जो angle है, this would be the angle opposite the unknown side. So I'll write sine 75 equals to b upon sine b. क्या होगा? The known side and the known angle. The known side is 7 centimeters and the known angle opposite to it is 50 degrees. So I'll keep that over here. So 7 upon sine 50. So if I have to find the value of x, I'll cross multiply and take this on the other side. I'm going to get 7 sine 75 over sine 50. And my answer comes out as 7 sine 75 over sine 50 is 8.82. 8.83. So yeah, let's take another question just to solidify what we have started up till now. Okay, I have to find a side. ठीक है, मुझे ये वाली side निकालनी है. So yeah, so I'll be making use of the formula a upon sine a equals to p upon sine p. Okay. Now what's a? The small a would be the unknown side that I have, which is w. And what would be sine a? Sine a would be the angle opposite to it. Okay, I'll write sine 65. Okay. Now what would be b and sine b? B and capital B, small b and capital B. Small b would be the known side and capital B would be the angle opposite to the known side. Okay, so the known side is 20 and the angle opposite the known side is 30 degrees. So I'll have 20 upon sine 30. Again, I'll solve it for w. So I'll take sine 65 and multiply it on the other side. I'm going to get 20 sine 65 over sine 30. Just make sure that you don't multiply 20 with 65 because that would be wrong. You cannot multiply the angle with the value. ठीक है, आपको angle को as it is ही रखना है. ठीक है, तो मेरे पास क्या हो जाएगा? 20 sine 65 over sine 30, and that comes out as 36.8 तो 5 36.2 36.3 ले लेंगे if I round this off. Okay, let's take another case. Okay. Acha. Over here, I have to find this side f. Okay. But what's the problem? The problem is that I haven't been given the angle opposite to it. ठीक है? अगर मुझे ये side निकालनी है by using the sine rule, I should know the angle opposite to it. Okay? So I don't know the angle opposite to it, but is there a way in which I can find that out? Yes, definitely. I know that the sum of all angles in a triangle equals to 180 degrees. So if I keep that as x, I can find the value of x by taking x plus 22 plus 88 equals to 180 degrees. I can subtract both of these values on the other side. I'm going to get 180 minus 110, which is equal to 70 degrees. So you see what the value of this angle as 70. Now you need to find this side. Now we'll apply the sine rule. Sine rule के लिए मुझे side निकालनी है, तो I'll apply the formula a upon sine a equals to b upon sine b. Now what would be a? A is my unknown side, which is f. And what would be this capital A? Capital A would be the angle opposite to this unknown side, which would be sine 70 equals to b upon sine b. Now, can I take 88 degrees over here as my capital B? No, I cannot, because I don't have the side opposite to it. ठीक है? उसकी मुझे length नहीं पता. So I'll be taking the angle as 22 and the side opposite to it is 5. So yeah, so small b would be 5 centimeters and capital B would be 22 degrees, which would be the angle opposite to it. So I'm going to get 5 over sine 22 and then cross multiply, you get your answer. You get 5 sine 70 over sine 22. And what is the answer that I get? 5 sine 70 over sine 22 is 12.54. 12.5 ले लेते हैं हम लोग centimeters. Okay, अब तक ना हम लोगों ने डिस्कशन किया है वो थी साइड्स निकालने की. Now we'll talk about how we are going to find out the angles by using the sine rule. ठीक है, I have already solved that. Okay. अच्छा, now over here I have to find this angle x. ठीक है, मुझे ये angle x निकालना है. So yeah, तो जब भी angle निकालना है तो मैं क्या करूँगा? In order to apply the sine rule, I'll be making use of the formula sine a over a equals to sine b over b. ठीक है, अब क्या करें? तो मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? In order to apply sine rule again, sine capital A would be the angle and this small a would be the side opposite to it. ठीक है, so I'll get sine x over 7. And what would be sine b over b? Sine b would be this angle, the known angle and the known side, which is opposite to it. The known angle is 60 degrees and the known side is 15 centimeters opposite to it. I'll get sine 60 over 15 centimeters. So if I solve it for x, I'll make sine x the subject. I'll multiply 7 on the other side. I'm going to get 7 sine 60 over 15. Okay, and take sine inverse. So I'll get x equals to sine inverse. Please yaad rakhiega, you cannot divide sine over here. You have to take sine inverse. Okay, so I'll get 7 sine 60 over 15. And if I find sine inverse of 7 sine 60 over 15, that comes out as 23.8 centimeters. Degrees, sorry, degrees. Okay, मुझे एंगल निकालना था. तो अब क्या होगा? ये हम लोगों ने एंगल निकाल लिया. Let's take another question. Again, I have to apply the sine rule, and in this question, let's just copy it on the top. अच्छा, अब पहली चीज हम लोग क्या देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे? I have been given this angle E, ठीक है, and I have been given this known angle and the known side, ठीक है. I have an unknown angle, but I don't have the side opposite to it, ठीक है. What would I do to find the side opposite to it? अब देखो, मैं तो इसकी साइड ऑपोजिट साइड तो नहीं निकाल सकता, ठीक है. तो इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि मैं ये एंगल नहीं निकाल सकता. What I can do is I can find this angle over here, ठीक है, which is okay, so I can take as x, I know the side which is opposite to it. Okay. I know a known angle and I know a known side. Okay. I'll be able to apply my sine rule. तो मैं क्या करूँगा? I'll find this x first, and then by applying the sum of all angles in a triangle, by applying that rule, sum of all angles in a triangle equal to 180 degrees, I can take the sum of all of these three angles and I can find the value of x. ठीक है? The value of e, not the value of x. पहले मैं x निकालूंगा. ठीक है? तो I'll get uh, sine, my formula is sine a over a equals to sine b over b. So sine a would be sine x, and the side opposite to it would be 6 centimeters. Sine b would be this angle 70, and the side opposite to it would be 7.4 centimeters. So I'll get sine x as 6 sine 70, 6 sine 70 over 7.4 centimeters. I'll take x as sine inverse 6 sine 70 over 7.4 centimeters. So sine inverse 6 sine 70 over 7.4. I get 49.6 as my answer, 49.6 degrees. So yes, this would be the value of x. Now, if I have to find the value of e, I can take the sum of all angles in a triangle equal to 180 degrees. So I'll get 6e plus 70 plus 649.6 equals to 180 degrees. I'll get e as 180 minus 70 minus 49.6. 180 minus 70 minus 49.6 gives me 60.4. 60.4 degrees. So this is the value of E that you will get. Okay, there's just one last thing that I have to discuss with you guys, and that is the ambiguous case of the sine rule. इसमें होता क्या है? इसमें होता ये है कि I have been given this angle DFE as obtuse, ठीक है, and I have to find this angle. तो एंगल DFE मैं निकालूंगा, सही है, और ऑब्ट्यूस मैंने दिया हुआ है. तो ऑब्ट्यूस का मतलब क्या होता है? ऑब्ट्यूस का मतलब ये होता है कि my value of the angle is greater than 90 but it's less than 180 degrees. Okay, so let's find this out first. Okay, so I can apply my sine rule. Why? Because I have to find this angle. Okay, this is the unknown angle and I have the side which is opposite to it. Okay, and I have a known angle and this the known side. Okay, so मैं क्या करूँगा? In order to apply the sine rule, I'll take the formula sine A over A equals to sine B over B. एंगल DFE वाला ये वाला एंगल होगा. ठीक है, अगर किसी को नहीं पता तो एंगल DFE would be this angle DFE. सेंटर वाला एंगल देखना है. ठीक है, तो ये वाला एंगल होगा DF and E, this one angle. Okay, so I have to find this angle. I'll take that as x, so I'll get sine x. I have to take the side opposite to it in my denominator. The side opposite to it is 10 centimeters. Then I'll take the angle which is 20 degrees, okay, and known angle on the known side, obviously, the sine 20 over 4 centimeters. So yeah, so मेरे पास क्या आ जाएगा? I'll get sine x equals to 10 sine 20 over 4. ठीक है, और 10 sine 20 over 4 क्या होता है? I have to take the sine inverse as well. So I'll get 58.6 as my answer. So x would be equal to sine inverse 10 sine 20 over 4. So I'll get x as 58.7 degrees. 58.8. Now, what's the problem with this answer? The problem with this answer is this is not obtuse. Okay? I wanted to find the obtuse angle, not the acute angle. Okay? Acute angle hota hai, acute angle is between 0 and 90 degrees. Obtuse angle is between 90 and 180, and greater than 90 and less than 180 degrees. So yeah, is this angle obtuse? Is this angle within this range? No, it's not within this range. So what am I going to do? I'm going to subtract 180 degrees out of it. Okay, whenever you get this kind of a question, ठीक है, याद रखना साइन से आपके पास हमेशा you'll always get an acute angle. So if you have to find an obtuse angle, what you're going to do is you're going to subtract 180 with the angle. ठीक है, so 180 minus the angle that I have, so 180 minus 58.8 gives me 121.2 degrees. Now this would be the value of the angle DFE. Okay, this is the value of the angle DFE. ओके, सही है। तो हमने अब तक क्या डिस्कस किया है? हम लोगों ने साइन रूल डिस्कस किया है। साइन रूल में हमने दो चीजें डिस्कस की थी कि हम लोगों को अगर नोन एंगल निकाल सकते हैं या नोन साइड निकाल सकते हैं, अननोन साइड, अननोन एंगल या अननोन साइड निकाल सकते हैं। अननोन एंगल के लिए हम लोगों को क्या पता होना चाहिए? हम लोगों को उसकी ऑपोजिट साइड पता होनी चाहिए, ऑपोजिट साइड ऑफ द अननोन एंगल, एंड वी शुड ऑल्सो नो वन नोन एंगल एंड इट्स ऑपोजिट साइड। ठीक है, to apply the formula. For an unknown side, I should know the angle opposite to it, and I should also know a known angle and its opposite side. That's it for the sine rule. In the upcoming videos, I'm going to discuss the cos rule, and I'm also going to solve the past few questions related to them. Thank you.